Hello peeps, how's it going? Hillbilly Halfwit here today. God, I upset some YouTubers again yesterday, and two in the comments got upset, and I wasn't actually talking about them because I hadn't seen their videos. So one of them was Gareth Wyn Jones, and I hadn't seen what he'd been doing at Llama, and the other one was oh God, oh, it's just gone out of my head. He's been on YouTube for years. Sorry, it's gone out of my head now. He's been on YouTube for years. I remember when I first started YouTube, I started, oh God, it was just after One Lonely Farmer started. So I think my videos I got up now are from about 2012, 2013, but I started before that because I remember putting them up because I had quite a bad case of depression, and that's when I started my YouTube channel. And I deleted quite a few of them. So here's a quick question for you. Am I the oldest continually running farming YouTube channel in the UK? Because I must be. I'm, God, sorry, the name of that other channel's gone out of my head because I remember subscribing to him and I'd been going 6 months before him, if not 12 months. Sorry, it's gone out of my head now. I still subscribe to him. He got a little milking farm, a really good channel. So I just wondered, am I the oldest running YouTube farming channel? That could well be, you know. I could well be. I've kept it going continuous. I wasn't, well, up until last year, I wasn't even trying to promote myself, to be quite honest, because it was just a bit of a hobby and a bit of a live diary. But because lots of the people who subscribed now this last 12 months are lots of them are my own friends, and they didn't even know I had a channel because I never used to promote it at all. It was just fun because I'm a big fan of YouTube. I know a lot of people don't realize that, but I am a real big fan of YouTube, and it's I'd be on it anyway because for some reason I've always enjoyed YouTube. I've enjoyed it. It's like a diary for me to look back on what I did, well, 20 years ago now, plus 25 years ago. So yeah, I'd be interested to know, am I one of the oldest? I must be in the top 5 at least, if not the top 2 of the oldest farming channels on YouTube in the UK. I must be. Must be. Not the biggest of all by any means, just from when I started. So I had about 2,500 subscribers, and I kept that up, for the 20 years really, because I wasn't really promoting myself much, to be fair. But only just because of these farming protests, really. And it's gone a bit Pete Tong now. So what we have with my channel is, I'm one of these people who is quite happy of what he is in life. It'd be always nice to have a bit more money, but I'm happy where I am. I've got to where I am. I don't want money. YouTube channel isn't for money for me because it doesn't interest me. It's just getting my point across to people about what's happening to farming and various other things. And my channel is over 18, so people who watch my channel, I don't get, they won't show my stuff to people who are under age really. So I get held back because of that, because I swear. So lots of other channels don't swear. I'm determined to keep swearing because that's my working class speak. Hold on, there's me out again. Look. I'm determined to say what I want. Nobody tells me what to say because I get up in the morning and decide what I'm going to put on my channel. I will talk about any subject whatsoever, and I don't care who gets offended because they choose to get offended. The 2 channels yesterday that commented on there and got a little bit offended, it wasn't even meant for them, to be quite honest with you. It's more the ones who were buying the huge amounts of machinery. So there we go. It was a bit of fun really. Now I think my channel is a bit of a canary in the mine. So when the farming channel, this is a microphone by the way, when the farming protest started, as I said originally, I didn't think these marches did anything. So I put a video up then saying what I think should be done, and I don't know, is it because of my influence? Perhaps it was. I think it could well be, because I did upset a lot of people back then. Uh, and I suggested to do tractor runs in areas and blockages and things like that. And they seem to have changed that way, and they've done a good thing. I don't know if it's anything to do with me. If it is, I'm glad to say it is. You doing, gal? So that's what my channel is for, is promoting the challenge the farmers have got to normal people who don't understand it. And I'm one of these people. I don't care if you like me or not. Never have done. I don't care if you subscribe or not. But I do try to communicate with everybody who comments on my channel. And I do spend a lot of time doing that because I think I can learn from everybody speaking to me as well. Sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I say the right thing and everybody's scared to what to say. Now, in my opinion, we're in a part of society now, a part of history where people are scared to say what they really think. And you'll have 10 people stood somewhere listening to a discussion or a meeting, and they don't agree with anything that's been said, but they're afraid to say what they think. Now, I'm not like that. I realised a long time ago, just get it out there, be done with. If somebody's telling you a load of bullshit, tell them they're telling you a load of bullshit, and they either like you or they won't. Simple as that. There's no point in getting around it. Now, I said the same with this Labour inheritance tax. I said this before the election. Nobody listened to me. I told them what was going to happen. Nobody listened to me. And now they're reaping what they sow, the people who voted for Labour, especially the farmers who did it. I told them exactly what would happen, but this little Welshman didn't know nothing. Then they were all up in arms afterwards, and if they'd listened to me before start, we wouldn't have been in this problem. But there we are. So there we are. I'm an individual. I could be the oldest, longest running YouTube farming channel in the UK. I am sure I must be up there somewhere. Somebody must know more than that about that than me, but I am sure I am. Because the chap who commented on my video, his channel name has gone out of my head at the moment. He talks to himself as being one of the oldest, and I was before him by at least 6 months, could have been 12 months. So the Funky Farmer. I remember subscribing to his channel after I'd been on YouTube, putting videos out where he did one about a hay trailer or something like that. And before that, I was subscribed to him. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I was on before George Saunders and all that lot. So, but here's a good one to say to you. Do you remember I did that video yesterday, and in the background, there was that yow there, limping. And I've tried to catch her now for days and days, and as soon as I get to her, she turns into Linford Christie. She's got a bit of foot trot on her back foot. So here is something. This is what comes of being a small farmer and remembering your sheep. They were checking the wires around here 3 years ago, and they were flying above the wires in a helicopter. And what they do is they basically go all the way up the electricity lines all over the farm. And I had a phone call off my neighbour next door here, the farmer, and he said, the helicopter has landed in the field here, and he says there's a sheep stuck in a bog for you. So that yow there, who's got that limp look, that I can't bloody catch at the moment, I'm going to have to get them all in to get her, had gone into a bog just down below me here, feet first, and her head was just sticking out to her neck here. And she must have been there for a couple of days. So me and my neighbour and the missus and his neighbours, his missus, came over here, and we could not find her to start with, and eventually we did, and we could just see her head up like this. Whole body had gone straight down in the ground about 3 foot. I don't even know how she got in there. So I pulled her out. I've actually got pictures somewhere of it. She was absolutely covered in mud and everything. I had to power wash her off with a jet washer, and she came all right. And ever since then, she's had lambs every year, and that's her there, the limper there. I cannot catch her. I've tried today. I tried it for the last 2 weeks to catch her. So she likes to get on camera very, very often. All the rest are a bit camera shy except her. So we're going to get her in tomorrow, and I'm going to get her and fix her foot, because I've been trying for yonks. So there we are. I upset a few yesterday, but you need people like me in the world that stir things up, to cause debate and to keep things going. Because I firmly believe on YouTube, you will not sustain on YouTube for a long, long time unless you like doing it. If you're doing it just for money, if you're doing it where you think you're going to get extremely rich, you might do in the short run. But I've seen lots and lots of channels, big channels now, I'm talking 500k subscribers, go overnight because they've split with their missus or something, or they do something out of the ordinary and then their channel gets taken down. I've seen a lot of that. There's a few in America, How Farms Work. He was one of the biggest ones on the internet with the largest amount of subscribers, and he split from his missus about 4 or 5 years ago, and that went downhill. Same with One Lonely Farmer. He was the biggest. By far, he was the biggest YouTube channel. And what happened to him? He came out supporting Trump, and they literally stopped his subscribers going up for pushing 10 years. It was stuck at this certain amount for 10 years. I remember clicking on it, and it was like 104,000 or something like that. And it's only now lately it's started to go up. So if you don't enjoy doing YouTube, you won't stick at it. And lots of these people who are big on YouTube now were only spunk bubbles when I started. So I wish them all well, but remember this fact. Never be beholden to anybody. And get yourself into debt just because it's cool isn't a good thing. You need to be careful in farming, and you want to be careful that if something happens or the economy goes down, you could get in the shit very, very simple buying huge pieces of machinery you don't need. So there's Gaz's wise words today. And don't get offended, chill out people. It's only a bit of fun. That's what's wrong with society. When my channel has developed into something now where I'm talking to my friends in the pub. That's how I feel about it. So on the day, like today, I will decide I'll talk about something and I'll do it in one take. I won't cut it or anything, and what comes out comes out. And if it offends people, it offends them. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And lots of the time, people seem to like it. So please subscribe down here if you want more. If you don't bother. I'm not offended at all. Ta-da.